Could Max Verstappen really leave Red Bull for a billion-pound offer from Aston Martin? According to the British newspaper Daily Mail, Aston Martin was reportedly preparing a staggering £1 billion offer to lure the four-time world champion away from Red Bull. However, when asked about the rumor, Verstappen laughed off the speculation and denied any involvement. During the press conference at the 2025 livery launch event, the Dutch driver responded with humor. "That's a lot of money, but is that really the end of the story?" The question surrounding Verstappen's future goes far beyond this rumored offer. Verstappen clarified that there had been contact with Aston Martin, but not regarding a Formula One move. "When I read about it, honestly, that was the first time I had seen anything like it. There was contact with Aston Martin, but it was only about the GT3 project for this year. That's it. There's not much more to say about it." So this billion-pound transfer appears to be nothing more than a rumor. But one key question remains. How long will Verstappen stay at Red Bull? Red Bull team principal Christian Horner dismissed the rumors, insisting that there is no reason to be concerned. According to him, Verstappen is completely happy with the team. "I know that stories need to fill pages during the winter break, but $1 billion for a driver would be an incredibly high amount." Horner also emphasized that Verstappen has grown within Red Bull, enjoys strong relationships with engineers and staff, and that the team is committed to keeping him in a winning car. However, what happens if Red Bull loses its dominance in the coming years? It's our job to give him a competitive car and continue to provide him with a platform to achieve the results he has over the last 10 years. Looking at F1 history, no team dominates forever. Mercedes seemed unbeatable for years, yet even Lewis Hamilton decided to leave for Ferrari once he sensed that the team's dominance was fading. Could Verstappen make a similar move if Red Bull's performance drops? Would it really make sense for any team to spend £1 billion on a single driver? If this offer were genuine, it would be the biggest transaction in F1 history. However, Horner dismissed the idea that any team on the grid could afford such a deal. "I can't comment on the finances of other teams, but in my opinion, Red Bull is in a reasonably strong position compared to the rest of the grid." At this stage, all signs point to Verstappen staying at Red Bull until at least 2028, as per his contract. But that doesn't mean he won't consider a move in the future, especially if the team fails to maintain a competitive car. If you don't want to miss any F1 news, subscribe to Formula One News and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.